Hey, what is up, everybody? This is a Great Puckettini, and what I got for you today is we're going to do a team overview here of these mighty Tennessee Volunteers. That's who we have coming up this week for the Arkansas Razorbacks. Tennessee, as you see here, is ranked number 15 in the country. They're a really good team. Excuse me. I think they might be a bit overrated. I don't know if they're the number 15 team, but they're definitely top 25. And playing them there at Neyland Stadium is going to be a big. We're going to have our hands full. Arkansas is, especially with all the coaching that's been going on. We've fired Coach Pittman. Coach Petrino there is taking over, and I'm really glad he is there. Matter of fact, I think he is as of right now, my leading candidate to take the job. I think I'm going to do some videos on that later on this week about who I think should get it out of the names that are being thrown out, and I'll talk about each one. And I think Coach Petrino, I think he definitely should be the leader of the pack. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. So here's the team overview of the Tennessee Volunteers. Right now, their record is 4-1 overall. They're 1-1 in the SEC. They have a top-tier offense. They're averaging 51 points per game. Holy moly. 51 points per game. Their defense struggling a little bit. They're allowing 29 points per game, but their offense scores so fast. Their defense is out on the field a lot. And so their defense is not that bad. I mean, they've got some monsters over there. I think it's just a case of their offense scores so fast and they're so good, the defense has to play a lot of plays, and they may get tired out some. Because when you watch them on film here versus Mississippi State, the game I'm going to show you, man, they're really good. They're scary. That defensive line they got up front is really good. We're going to have our hands full. Now, Arkansas, we have a good offensive line. I hope they come out and play, do what they can. I think they will. I think they'll be energized with Coach Petrino as the head coach, and he's going to force them to be to answer the call. They're going to be held accountable, and they know that with Coach Petrino. The offense should know how he acts and how he does, and so I think they'll come out and play really hard. I just hope we can hang in there the whole game. If you have a little bit of problems, a little bit of adversity, how are they going to react? That's the big question. And they're going to have their hands full. Even if we had everything going right, we'd still have our hands full here going to Neyland Stadium playing Tennessee. But we're in great hands with Coach Petrino. I totally trust him. I know we have a good team. I just hope they play to their potential. So let's check them out here. First off, Tennessee, their head coach here is Josh Heupel. He's in his 5th season there at Tennessee. His overall record is 41-16, which is really good. They have a 26-4 record at home, which is really good. They like to run an up-tempo offense. His offense coordinator, quarterback coach is Joey Housel. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I am. He works closely with Heupel to orchestrate this high-scoring attack where they average 51 points per game. Defense coordinator is Tim Banks. He's in his 4th season there at Tennessee, I believe. He employs a 4-2-5 defense, but they line up all over the place. Sometimes you'll see 2 guys down. They come from all over. But they base out of that 4-2-5. Most teams do nowadays. And they run the 3-man drop 8. Teams run a little bit of everything, but that's what they base out of is a 4-man front, and they got some good ones up front, I'm telling you. Now, offensive coordinator is Joey Housel. He likes that fast tempo, vertical passing game, and he balances the run with the spread concepts, of course, like most teams do right now. His offense is averaging 536.4 yards per game. That is crazy good. They're really good. They average 337 yards passing and right at 200 yards rushing per game. I mean, that's a pretty good balance there. I mean, they're really good offensively and defensively. They're a good overall team. Now, his play calling, Housel's play calling has Tennessee ranked 1st in FBS at 51 points per game. So that's 1st in the country in points per game. So like I said, Arkansas is going to have their hands full. Really good team here. So, hey, let's hope we come out and play well. Defensive line is going to have to play well. Our whole defense is going to have to slow these guys down. I know that we have the players where we can do it. We can slow them down. I just hope they play well the whole game. And I think they'll be held more accountable this game. And I hope with a week off, they were able to see that. And so let's hope we play and show what we can do. All right, their defense coordinator is Tim Banks. Like I say, coordinates a 4-2-5 defense, emphasizing in speed and versatility, and they have a lot of that. They do allow 373 yards per game and 29 points per game. So there's yardage to be had. I think we can't sit back and throw the ball all night. We're going to have to run it and play action pass them. We just can't let Talon sit back and throw the ball. Their defensive line is too good. Even though our offensive line, I think, is really good, we just can't sit back and throw the ball a bunch. We're going to have to mix it up some. And I think Coach Petrino can do that. He's a master play caller. Their pass rush, though, is really good. They've produced 21 sacks so far this season through 5 games. I think Arkansas, we've had 14 sacks. So they're quite a bit better than us so far. And they got some big, good guys, fast, strong, aggressive, that can play in that defensive line. And we'll look at them here a little bit later. So definitely defense, looks bad on paper, but I'm going to tell you, when you watch them on film, they don't look too bad. Now, they did give up 34 points against Mississippi State. Mississippi State probably should have won the game, but they're pretty good too. All right, so first of all, let's look at their quarterback. And, it'd be interesting to see. Coach Petrino says he always wants our quarterback to play their quarterback. That's the way he looks at it. So I'm hoping they've got a good plan here for Joey Aguilar. He's a good quarterback. He's 6'3", 225. That's prototype NFL prototype size. He's a poised pocket passer. He's looking to throw the ball first. He's passed for right at 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He has thrown some picks, but he has a pretty good percentage there. You like for your touchdowns to double your interceptions at least, and he's done that. He completes 65% of his passes. Now, running the ball, he run the ball some. He has a good touchdown run, you'll see, versus Mississippi State, and he runs it well. Looks like a running back, but he's had 21 carries for 58 yards, which is not great. Nothing like Taylor Green, but he has rushed for 2 touchdowns. Now, how do we slow Aguilar down? We've got to put pressure on him. He completes 69% of his passes when he's kept clean. He only completes 47% when he's under pressure. Now, I'm not saying blitz. I'm just saying under pressure. When you get on him, when you put pressure on him, his percentage drops from 69 to 47. So it's very important that we put pressure on him. I'm sure Arkansas knows this. I'm sure they're ready, got a plan to do it. But our D-line, Quincy Rhodes, Phillip Lee, these guys have got to come through. We've got to put pressure on Aguilar. If you put pressure on him, you can be in the game, play with him. If you don't, if he's allowed to sit back and throw it, we're in trouble. And also, we got to stop the run. You see here that he completes 75% of his passes on play action. That means he's faking a run, passing it. That means we've got to take the run away from him. We got to stuff the run. We got to populate the line of scrimmage and put a lot of guys in there, which that means we're going to put more guys than they can block. Stop the run, plus that'll help us get pass rush. Now, to do that, our secondary's got to cover. Okay, now, and I got a good plan for that too. So you see here, Aguilar completes 75% of his passes on play action passes, only 50% when they're not play action. When he just drop backs and passes, he only completes 50% of them. So that is a big difference there. We have got to put pressure on him, and then we got to stop the run. I think you have to do that by populating the line of scrimmage, put more guys in there than they can block. Your secondary may be left out to dry sometimes. You got to get to him. But to beat a team like Tennessee, you just can't sit there and let them run the ball on you. We got to stop the run, number one, and then put pressure on him after that. So that would be my plan. That would be plan A. Overpopulate, don't let them run it, don't let them play action, and then, disguise it. Have your linebackers in there mugging. Sometimes they run out, sometimes they stay in there. But that would be my plan. All right, the rushing leaders, they got three good running backs, man, just like Notre Dame had. They got Deshaun Bishop. He's 5'10", 208, runs a 4.55 40. He's prototype size and speed. He's rushed for 335 yards and 4 touchdowns. He averages right at 7 yards per attempt, which is really good. Then you have Star Thomas, who you'll see catches a big pass out of the backfield. He's 6', 210. He's rushed for 305 yards. He also has 53 receiving yards and 2 receiving touchdowns, I believe. He runs a 4.9 40, 4.59 40, excuse me. So he's prototype size and speed as well, really good. And then you have running back Peyton Lewis. He's 6'1", 212, runs a 4.5 240. He has 35 carries, 167 yards. So you see, they've got a three-headed monster here. All three of them are really, really good. We're going to have our hands full with them. We cannot let them run all over us. We have got to stop the running game. That's got to be goal number one, so then they can't play action passes. We got to stop it, and then we got to get pressure on the quarterback. Plain and simple. But they got three really good ones here. The receiving leaders, Chris Brazzell, he's the big guy. He's 6'5", 200 pounds, and he lines up, and we'll look here. He's got 31 catches, 531 yards, so he's catches a lot of deep passes. He has 7 touchdowns, runs a 4.4 40, so he's prototype, bigger than prototype size and speed. But he lines up on the right side of the field, I think almost exclusively from what I saw. So we should be able to match up on him. Maybe we put Neal on him, Julian Neal, man-to-man. You know, whoever we think can play him man-to-man, we know he's going to be on the right side of the field, is what they've shown so far this season. Wide receiver Mike Matthews, he's more of the receiver on the left side. He's 6'1", 200. He's a little bit smaller. He runs a 4.48 40. I mean, that's prototype size and speed. 22 catches, 370 yards. He don't get down his field as much, but he lines up almost exclusively on the left side. So we should be able to match up with that. We know where they're going to be, so we can match up and kind of slow them guys down. And then you have Braylon Staley. He's a little bit more of the slot guy. He's 6', 190, 25 catches, 322 yards, 2 touchdowns. I put on there he's a return specialist. I read that somewhere, but they have another guy that we'll see is a better return specialist. Maybe he's their kickoff returner. I didn't see their kickoff return. I didn't watch the whole game versus Mississippi State. I just watched the highlights that I'm going to show y'all. But he runs a 4.5 40 there, so it's right at prototype speed. But the thing about Braylon Staley, now I'll say this, and he catches a pass down the middle of the field for about 20 yards or so, but 53% of his catches come under 10 yards. So, you think if you set on him, you'll be in good shape. But you say that, then he did catch a pass down the middle of the field. But that's a good key. 53% of his passes are under 10 yards. So that's something to keep in mind. So we should be able to match up with them. We know they're going to line up for the most part. So we should be able to match up with these guys. All right. On defense, their sack leader is a young man named Joshua Joseph. You'll see him return a fumble for a touchdown. He's a heck of an athlete. He's listed at 6'3", 238. He's an athletic edge rusher. He's a little bit undersized at 238, but not bad. He leads the team with 4 sacks. He pressures the quarterback consistently. I mean, he's always around the quarterback from what I've seen. Now, they have other good pass rushers as well. We'll see Tyree West come off the edge and do a strip sack. He's 6'3", 290. I mean, it's huge. And then you have defensive end Caleb Herring, 6'5", 245. He's a defensive end. I don't see him much on this film here. But then you have big defensive tackle Dominic Bailey, who really causes havoc with Mississippi State. He's 6'3", 292. All these guys here, you see Joseph, West, and Bailey really get after the quarterbacks. We've got to block these guys, got to block them up. You see Herring's at 245, Joseph's at 238. They're a little bit undersized. Bailey at 292. We should hopefully be able to run on them a little bit. West is 290. He's big. But 290 and 292, those aren't just huge. I mean, we got big linemen. We should be able to run the ball against them a little bit, I'm hoping. But they got some good pass rushers for sure. The leading tackler is Arion Carter. He's a linebacker. He's 6'1", 230. He is their defensive captain. He runs a 4.5, 640. So, 240, 6'3", 240 is about your prototype size and speed in the NFL. He's a little bit under that. So maybe we can run right at him too. Let's line up and run right at these jokers. Even though our offensive line is better pass blocking than they are run blocking, I think we can line up and run at these guys. And then us play action pass it. He has 49 tackles, which is really good, 17 solos, 32 assists. He has 2 pass breakups and 1 forced fumble. And he's, has that sideline to sideline range. With that 4.5, 640, that's really good. He's got sideline to sideline speed. So we got to make sure we get him blocked up. Whoever's got Carter's got to get him blocked. We get the front blocked first, and then you lead on to Carter here. And we got the line that can do it. I just hope we go out and play, like I say, like we can play. I just wish we'd have all our bullets in the gun. We have Pittman there, and everything's good. And I wish we had that. I really think we could play with these guys. I think we'll play with them. And I think Coach Petrino will have a good plan. But they're behind the 8 ball for sure. All right, leading tackler out of the secondary is Jalen McMurray. He's a safety. He's 6 foot 187, runs a 4.5, 340, so he's kind of undersized too. Usually your safety's up around 190, 200 pounds. Now, he's had 24 tackles, 3 assists, and 17 stop tackles, which is really good. He grades out at a 73 versus the run, 76 coverage grade, and that's really good. Both of those are really good. But he's a little bit undersized. We should be able to run at him. And they're tackling. Tennessee, when they struggled tackling versus Mississippi State. Mississippi State, they beat Mississippi State in overtime, 41-34. Mississippi State had a chance. They threw a pass in the end zone to tie it up in overtime. And they led most of the time, led over Tennessee. But it was at Mississippi State. Very good home field advantage. But there's chances for us to play with them. Like I say, I think we got the talent to play with anybody. We should be 4-1 maybe. I mean, you say Notre Dame beat us pretty handily, but the other 2 games we should have won. We had them won. I think we should be 4-1. Is that right? Am I wrong there? Or 3-1? What? I can't remember. I apologize. But anyway, Jalen McMurray here's a good one, but I think we could run at him and do some stuff at him. I really do. Their special teams is really good as well. They got a really good kicker, Max Gilbert. He grades out really good. He's 8 of 10 field goals with a long of 53. And I think he did miss one at Mississippi State. He is 30 of 30 for your extra points. Their punter is really good too. His name's Jackson Ross. He is a senior. He's averaging 44 yards per punt, which is pretty daggum good. And then the return guy who I see as a real good specialist is Boo Carter. This guy's 5'11", 200 pounds, and he averages 17 yards per attempt on punt returns. So we really do not want to punt it to him. We want to directionally kick the thing out of bounds, or hey, better yet, let's don't punt at all. Let's don't punt it. Let's offense stay on the field and roll them up. Because he is a heck of a punt returner. Boo Carter, I believe he's a safety and good size, 5'11", 200. That's a big guy returning punts back there. Heck of a punt returner. We do not want to kick to him if we can stop from doing that at all possibilities. We just don't want to punt it to him because he looks to be a heck of a return man. And I believe that's my last slide there. So now let's slide over and watch a little film. I hope my computer can stay going good. And I hope, like I say, that it'll keep playing good. Here we go. This is the start of the game. Tennessee kicking off here. And right off the bat, let's turn that sound off. Let's mute that. And here we go, kick it off. The first play we're going to see here is our defensive line. And I want to make a point here. Right off the bat, they've got, I believe this is Dom Bailey here. He's inside of like a tackle. And see, they really got only 3 guys down. They're kind of like in a 3 drop 8. But then right here is Joseph. So you got your 2 really good pass rushers on that right side. They're not on the left. They're trying to match them up. Again, the right side's usually more of your run blockers. This would be Marion Harris and Branham right here. Over here would be, Robinson and then Carmona. I keep hitting that. But anyway, you see here that Bailey gets maybe that's Bailey here. He gets the sack. But you see these two, they're really just hammering them in there. I mean, Joseph's is number 19 there, and there's Bailey number 90. Just those two are really good. All right, but now here you go, Mississippi State. They're going to run the ball on them right here. They're going to run a trap, uh, a GH trap, and they run in there and score. Now, Mississippi State's got the lead. You see there, you can run the ball on Tennessee, and they're not the best tacklers in the world. That was their has been a little bit of their weakness this season so far. And they're trapping up there to GH, kick out, lead up in there. There you go. I mean, that was a pretty easy run right there. Now watch this. They're going to play action pass it, and I think Staley's one of these guys. He's going to catch it around in here somewhere. And this is where you got it. See, Mississippi State, they got a four-man line. It looks like they're zoning probably. And but you see play action pass. He's going to hit Staley right here over the middle. That pulls the linebackers up, and there's Staley from the 14. He's too open right there. Can't let him get at the open. And they jump ahead here. Mississippi State must stop them. And I believe Mississippi State, Tennessee kicks field goal here. Gilbert comes out, kicks it, makes it. That makes it 7-3. Now right here, once again, Mississippi State's got them backed up. They're going to play action pass it and hit it to Matthews, who I showed you. He's one of these guys. They're man to man. They're populating. They're thinking they're going to run it in here. And somebody's got to get to the quarterback. But they play action it, and that slows everybody down. Linebackers are up. Now it's man to man right here now. You got to cover. And hits Matthews right there. Thank goodness, it's a big play. It's almost 40-something yard play right there. So, but good job of getting them down. Now, right here, Tennessee going to throw an interception. Mississippi State's going to throw an interception. And you see they get pretty good pass rush up in here. Bailey's hitting the quarterback. He throws it right to this guy Hood. Throws it right to him. He's high stepping like he's Deion Sanders. But you see number 90 here. They play a little game. This guy took his guys, and here comes Bailey coming off and getting a good lick on the quarterback there. Not too big, but anyway. So we can't get in obvious passing situations, Right here, Mississippi State's going to complete a pass on 3rd and 8. Right here on the right. Pretty good block, but he's all around the quarterback. They're getting pressure on the quarterback. They're right around him. Good play there. Now, one thing I want to say here, 2nd and 20, we won't be able to run the ball. They got 2 deep safeties. Even though it's 2nd and 20, you don't want to just drop back and pass right here. And Mississippi State's going to run it, get a pretty good run right here, and make a manageable 3rd down. You see there? Late safety comes up, misses the tackle. That's why I say their tackling sometimes is a little bit suspect. I'm thinking we can be able to, and right here, I'm thinking offense can play. If we'll play like we can, I think there's yards to be had. Try to hold the ball a little bit. I think we can do some good things. 1st and goal, they're going to run it right here. Another touchdown. Going to bounce it outside here. Touchdown right there. Mississippi State up 14-10. Now, and then I'm just going to let it play. I'm scared my computer will start lagging. But you see there, you can get outside on it, and you can do some stuff. All right, Mississippi State going to kick field goal right here. 17-10. Right here, once again, watch this. They're going to complete it to Brazel for the touchdown. I believe he's right here, maybe. And it's going to be play action pass. They're going to fake it, play action it, and then throw it for a touchdown. Play action. Brazel's running that post. There it is, touchdown. Safeties. We got to be able to stop. I shouldn't have done that. We got to be able to stop the run. Safeties have got to stay back. Can't let that happen right here. But they're man-to-man outside. They're man-to-man. And, but anyway, Tennessee's going to get you some now. Now, next play, this is just a replay. See the safeties up there. Maybe he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. I'm not sure. But anyway, play action right here. Going to hit Brazel again. Behind, I mean, but he was behind the corner. Bad pass right here, really. But big play there. Play action pass. We got to be able to stop the run of the front guy. And that's what Mississippi State doing there. Right here, there's a running back right here. That is Star Thomas. That was 4th and 2 right there. And there, it's man to man. So these guys are all clearing out. Thomas is going to come across and catch it right here. So, yeah, I should have been able to tackle him right there. But that's a big old guy, Star Thomas. Hard to tackle. Tennessee gonna kick the field goal right here. Gonna make it 20 to 17. Right here, Mississippi State's gonna get an interception. 2nd and 17. He just drop back pass. He's gonna force it in there a little bit. Well, not really. Guy should have caught it. Anyway, Mississippi State intercepts it. And then they jump ahead 1st and goal. Not much blocking here, but there's a couple missed tackles. Right there, 2 or 3 guys should have had him, but they score. That's what I say. I think we can run the ball on them a little bit. Now, right here, Mississippi State, they're going to be ready to punt it, and they don't want to punt it to that boo guy either. So watch this, what they do. They don't want to punt it. Next play here. See, there's 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackles, you could say. Big Bailey's in there, didn't get him down. Right here, they're lined up punt formation, but guess what? They don't want to punt it to a boo. So what do you think they're going to do? Fake. Big play right there. If he would have cut that outside, who knows? He scored a touchdown. All right, 1st and 10. Here's big 42 West. I told you he's coming off the edge. It's going to be he's going to hit the quarterback. Don't really strip it, just knocks it loose. And then I think right here is Josephs. He's actually a sack leader, and he's going to get that. He's going to pick it up. They're going to score a touchdown. Boom. And then there's Joseph picks it up, gets an easy touchdown there. That's big number 42, Tyree West. I mean, they got good defensive line, man. We got to block them up. Can't let them free run to the quarterback for sure. Can't let that happen. And you see, they're not huge. They're a little bit, they're not just big guys up front. I'm thinking we should be able to run the ball on them, And I'm going to back that up a little bit. I probably should not do this. Well, I went too far. Anyway. You could run the ball there too. It was 1st and 10. They had an advantage. I think it was like 6. They only had 6 guys in the box there. But anyway, all right. Then Mississippi State here up next. We're gonna replay that. So Tennessee back in it. Now they're back in the lead here. Can't do that. Oh, hurt the quarterback. That's a big hit right there, big old guy. Now right here we see Mississippi State. I believe next play they're going to keep a field goal. I thought maybe not. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is a big pass play right here. See, look here. You get down the field on them. Big play right there. Goes on 2nd and 9. Now here comes their field goal. They kind of stall out. They're going to tie it up right here, I believe. Now, right here, I want you to watch this next play. It's going to be 3rd and 4, and they're going to play action it. He's just going to drop back right here. See how they're Mississippi State? They're mugging up here. They're showing that they may come. You're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys coming. They only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to be 1-on-1, and there it's man across the board. Safety right here. So they're bringing it right. 1 drops, and then pop it up, interception. That's 2 times he's done that. And it's just that, and this was a drop back. They don't even fake the run. So it's going to be pass. They do a good job right there. Number 3 does a good job of getting in there and popping it up. So good play there by Mississippi State. All right, next up, 2nd and goal. Mississippi State, they're going to throw this one in there for a touchdown, I believe. It's going to be a passing touchdown. I'm trying to remember who they throw this to. Right there, we'll watch this. This is a heck of a play right there. Wow. Great play by him, number 8. Look at that. You watch that right there. You talk about a game of inches. That's a game of millimeters right there. All right, here's Tennessee right here. It's 4th and 4, and there's 5 minutes left in the game. They're down. Okay, so they're big time scramble mode here. They've got to make a play. So it's 4th and 4, and they're going to look at Brazel here. And we said Brazel usually on the right side, correct? I think. There he is coming underneath, and they catch him right there in the middle. Um, Big catch right there. Big play right there for them. And this is where Aguilar's going to run it in for a touchdown. And you see here is a heck of a run. They like to run most of the time to the left, but they like to run around the right end too. And you see Aguilar, that's where he's going right here. And don't even hardly get touched. So, he shows he can run. He can run the ball um, when he has to. Now, next is up. They're going to show overtime. They replayed that. It was close, but he scores. You see there. He gets in. Um, I'm just going to let it go. I'm scared my computer's going to start lagging on me. I don't want it to lag. It's been good so far. And right here, this is overtime, and this is let me think. They're going to throw this. This is Bishop, running back. Now, like I said, they got 3 really good running backs, and it's him. I think he runs this in for a 25-yard touchdown. Um, and you see Brooks, one tackle there. He's good, man. He can go. And that's all, right there. So let's look back at what Mississippi State's doing here. Um, they're lined up. They get, they're in the box. I mean, they got to make the tackle here. They got to make it. This guy here, I think, is the one that's got to do it. Number 7, and he should get him right there. Man, you got to tackle him. That's Xavier Sawyer right there. Got to make that tackle. And they don't make it. It's a touchdown right there. So, it's high risk, high reward. If you make the tackle, it works out good. If you don't, they're probably going to strike up the band and touchdown. But here's the thing, too. They do score. Now Tennessee gets the ball. Not like the NFL, you score a touchdown, it's over. Memphis State's got it. It's 4th and goal here. I keep saying Memphis State. Mississippi State, excuse me if you hear me say that. And anyway, they get a chance right here. They're down here, 4th and goal at the 4. And they get a chance to score and win right here. Um, Mississippi State's 4-0. And they got a guy right there. He's open. Man, he misses him. He's looking somewhere else. But he is open. Watch this. Quarterback, where's he looking? He's looking to the right, and right here, he comes right underneath open. Right there, he is open. Man, he, what are you looking at, man? He is right there, and he is laid on it. He throws the other guy and don't get it. And Tennessee squeaks out a win. They get lucky. So the main thing here that I want to say is, I don't want to look at that for sure. But anyway, main thing here, I'm going to pause it if I can because I'm going to stay right here and just finish it out right here. But the main thing is Mississippi State had many chances to win, even though it is at Mississippi State, which is a very tough environment to go into with all the cowbells and everything, and it was loud here during that point in the game there at the end. But Tennessee's tough, man. I think Arkansas, there's definitely a path to come in there and be in the game and to beat them for sure. I wish we had all our bullets. I wish we had Coach Pittman with Petrino able to be offensive coordinator. But I think one thing, Petrino will make them accountable. And if somebody messes up, you're going to be held accountable. So I think they'll be ready to play better. They'll hopefully be more run to the ball better. Defense will. We've got to stop the run. When they pass the ball better, it's play action pass. Our safeties have to know that. We got to be able to stop the run with our front 7 or whoever. Mug them at the line. Beat them linebackers up there some. But we got to be able to stop the run with our front guys, and then, like Mississippi State did, they just manned up on their receivers. And I think we could do that. We know where they're going to line up. Brazel, we know where he's going to. I mean, you got to mix it up. You can't do the same thing every play. But there's a spot there where we can play with Tennessee. We can play with them, dadgummit. We can do it. And I just hope that the players, I think they'll come out with a lot of energy at first. But what are they going to do when they get a little bit of adversity? What are we going to do then? And I think Coach Petrino, this is not when Barry Lunny took over for Morris. He'd never been a head coach before. He didn't know how to handle it. Coach Petrino's done this a few times before, and it's been very successful. He knows how to answer the call. And they've brought in some guys in the NFL. That guy, Jay Taylor, maybe is his name. I mean, I'm thinking he knows how to answer it too. And, I think we're going to be able to answer. I hope we play like we can. We've got the talent that we can play with Tennessee. I just hope we do it. But anyway, guys, that's all I got. I've probably gone long enough here. I don't know how long I've gone for, but I wanted to preview Arkansas versus Tennessee. I wanted to show you Tennessee. They're really good, but I think they're not any better than Notre Dame. Notre Dame was really dadgum good, but we got to come out and play better. I think we will. I think we're going to be held accountable, and I think Petrino will have them ready to go. And, guys, that's all I got. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you hung through here and watched it all. If you enjoyed it, got anything out of it, please hit that thumbs up button. And then please subscribe to the channel if you're new. I try to put out a lot of videos. My next round of videos are going to be maybe basketball. We've signed or got some commitments from some really good players, but I'm still in that football mode. I want to start breaking down these coaches that I've been hearing. I want to show you how I think Bobby Petrino is the top of that list, for sure. And I hope these next 8 games, 9 weeks, he shows that, I know he knows what he's doing. And, and I think he'll show it. I think he's going to have the team ready to play. He knows the answers. He knows how to run practice. He knows how to be successful. He's been successful everywhere he's been, including Arkansas. So anyway, I'm excited to watch him play. I'm excited to see Bobby Petrino, head coach over there again. I'm excited to see it. And I just hope they play for him and play the whole game for him. And if they don't, they're going to be held accountable, and he'll get the ones out there that will play the next week. I fully believe that. But anyway, that's all I got, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe. I'm going to be posting more videos the rest of this week, so please be watching. And thanks so much for watching. And have a great day. I certainly do appreciate it. And as always, go Hogs.